I'ma give it to you.
Listen, tell me. I just want you to hear this sound. That song, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know who this is. Y'all know who this is. You better leave San Diego. We got a legend in the building. A pioneer in San Diego. Big mother Uncle June in the building, baby. Hey, what's up, Big June? We back, baby.
The pioneer.
Hey.
Tired of the nigga box. I find
Legend.
the nigga spot. Find if he dead or not. If he ain't, nigga, I'll be June. Show you how to pick up your balls and shoot something to where the city gotta come pick up them walls. I was bred for this shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how many years a nigga done bled in this shit. How
Big
many
June in the
homies
building,
left
baby.
red in this shit.
Speaker box in the building.
These white tees that are left red to this shit.
Pioneer in San Diego in the building.
And the cycle keep going.
Get him, June.
Niggas is scared of trucks,
Get him,
so the
June.
rifles keep blowing.
Get him, June.
And I
Hey.
mean just what I said and slap the shit out of bitch nigga. June ain't scared.
Stop it, June. That's enough, bro. My guy. That's enough. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just want to give you your roses while you're here, man. It's a pleasure to have you on Hendo Unplugged. We have a legend. I have a pioneer of San Diego. Once again, if you guys haven't heard of this young man, this gentleman, please leave, exit, cut this interview off right now and start doing your due diligence. Because you even heard him, man. This is the pioneer of it. This is how we got started. I just wanted to tell a story before we get started, man. Me coming to San Diego, I'm not from San Diego. And me coming to San Diego, I got here like in 97, 98, I want to say. And Big June was one of the first artists I heard, you know what I mean, in Piru'n. And I remember San Diego.
That's when it dropped too.
Yeah.
98.
Yeah. And I remember, bro, how you guys used to move, bro. You guys, like the mafia.
Man.
People don't understand, man. Like, I'm, you know, this is more of a new school, a new sound, you know what I'm saying? But back in the day, man, I remember, going down to the beach. Big June's run around with all red on, you know what I'm saying? With like 80 bloods.
That's back when shit was real.
Woo! Yeah. Man. Hey, man, I appreciate you for doing everything you did, man. Paving the way for a lot of people, a lot of these artists, being a pioneer, everything, man. You killing it, bro. You killed it. You paved your way, you know what I'm saying? Let's get started, man. Let's talk about your upbringing in San Diego. You know what I mean? I got a lot of new artists and a lot of younger artists that watch these interviews, and they probably don't know Big June's story. You know what I'm saying? So Big June, talk to me about, growing up in San Diego. You know what I mean? Give me some details.
Well, I actually was born in Paramount General Hospital. That's in LA.
Okay.
But I came out here in kindergarten, and, from then on, I lived with my grandparents, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
mom's had some trouble. That's why we ended up coming out here and staying with Gramps.
Okay. Yeah. So what part of San Diego did you were you raised in, you know what I mean? And how'd you grow up,
Yeah, I was raised on Armacost.
Armacost?
Right behind Keeler Middle School.
Okay.
Right there, damn near in the set.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to know, like, I'm what they call a civilian, bro. I've never been like affiliated or anything like that. So I love to get in your mind and pick your brain of how you're known for being affiliated with the Pirus and Bloods and things like that. So like, how did you become affiliated with Pirus? Like, what was the process of you just joining the gang?
It's crazy because when I was young, I'd just be we in the neighborhood playing, riding bikes, whatever. My boy Dave Moss, shout out Dave Moss.
Yeah,
he did some of my first beats.
Yeah.
But we just lived on a block, and it was, the older people that we would look up to that was out there. Yeah. Like Richard Coleman, Steve Webb, you know what I mean? All them is my big homies that I was watching growing up. I didn't have no idea I was going to be from there or what I mean? But I'm just seeing them as we're playing, and, what I mean? You see them slap boxing or doing, stuff like that. So, but just walking back and forth to school, we see them.
Yeah, so it was more like the people in your neighborhood, you got to know them, those are the big homies, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of, influenced you to join the, the set and everything like that. So that's how it kind of...
they never pushed it on us. You
really?
know what I mean? This was where, like I'm saying, I was like first, second, third grade, but just seeing them out. And we had no idea who they was, what they was, you know what I mean, until after we got older. Okay. So when I moved away from my grandparents' house, my mom's had came... She, like I said, she got into some trouble. She came back. Yeah. And we moved with her. We moved to like Southeast San Diego, Imperial. I stayed on Santa Margarita with her. Okay. And that's where really, I started seeing G homies that was really like into the, you know, selling dope and this, that, and the third, and you know, it was one particular time where I was talking to him, and I'm riding my bike, and I passed by the homie. He was like, "Hey, come here, big, you know, little homie or whatever." And I came. Nigga handed me a little film vial. Told me to run this around the corner. Somebody gonna holler at you when you get over there. Boom. I did my first transaction on accident. Didn't even know it. You know what I mean? But dang. It's just how it is. You know what I mean? But
dang. So old boy just gave you some. You know, you's a runner.
Yeah, I didn't even know what it was.
Really?
Yeah. Get this to him and come back. Let me know what happened.
Man, that's crazy, bro. So, okay, now you became a runner. Did you keep doing that? You know, keep running drugs for people or anything like that, or it was just that one particular time?
It was just that one particular time I did that, and then you know, just hanging out. I'm playing with the other kids, you know, little dudes my age. We, you know, but we still seeing everything is all in our face. You know how kids are,
right?
You know what I mean? We want to know what we can't do, and we want to watch what we can't do.
Absolutely, bro.
And that's what it was. And then just, you know, just being around him every day, it came to a point where he was like, man, if anybody around here do anything or mess with you, you come get me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And yeah, my big homie DX, G2, you know what I mean? All that, they was like, anybody fuck with you, come get me.
Damn, bro.
And, yeah.
So now it was a source of protection as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, when I started and you know got into it, it was like it was family. You know what I mean? It was. I didn't have a dad.
Right.
At that time, I didn't know where my dad was at that time, so that was my family. You know what I mean? And that's what I got into, the family portion of it, like hanging out, just doing all kind of shit, riding bikes, skateboard, whatever. You know what I mean? And just watching the homies, like the older cats.
Yeah. Question for you. Sorry to cut you off. You off. Question for you. Back then, did you guys have more like you had certain things that you couldn't do, you could do, you couldn't do? Was it like that, you know, growing up with you?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, you know what I mean, it's just like the Army.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You go to physical training, you know what I mean? So you had to go through the boxing and you know what I mean? Like nowadays people are jumping over the boxing and fighting and going straight to shooting, you know what I mean? And that's not it. You know what I mean? You got to go through the field.
Yeah, because I feel like these days
learn the roads, the streets, you know what I mean? Fight, you know, if you happen to get in a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't run from that. You can't just
Yeah, because I feel like these days it's not as structured. You know what I mean? I'm not speaking in particular San Diego, but when I listen to rap music and, you know, and people who are in other gangs, they just do what they want. You know what I mean? Everything's for clout, social media. And back then, y'all don't have social media. I probably had like MySpace or something like that, but it was just all off love. I remember everything was structured in San Diego, but I'll tell you this, bro, it was crazy.
Yeah.
San Diego was crazy. Y'all didn't play back then. I remember, like I said, going to the beach. It was a lot of shootouts, and you know,
man, it was
yeah,
definitely,
definitely.
People jumping out, you know what I mean? Crips jumping out, cars, like you got to get them up right then and there. And,
damn.
It
was crazy in San Diego. Yeah. So when did you start to get, you know, inspired by music? When did you want to start, you know, branch into the music?
Well, when I was at my grandparents' house, you know what I mean? He was middle class. They owned a home. You know, or they probably was rented or whatever. They owned that home, and we stayed there. We had MTV. He had the TV. We was watching MTV, and I'm watching. Basically, it was like East Coast, you know what I mean? Because it was Run DMC, all those type of dudes on MTV at the time. It was East Coast music, you know. And just watching them, and I was like, man, walk this way, you know what I mean? My Adidas, and I'm like, dude, I could probably do that, you know what I mean? And it just, from then it just clicked, like, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
So, you know, writing little lines here and there, just mimicking their stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and I tell people, if you can rap my rap, nigga, you can rap. You can rap.
Right.
But just mimicking those guys and trying to get the swag and get all, you know, all this stuff down pack, and that's how I started though. But and then right after that is when NWA and them kicked off.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That exploded, and so it turned from lyrics because I got lyrics.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not, but I've dumbed it down now. You know, now that the times have changed, you know what I mean? I dumb my shit down.
Right.
And, but I still rap about things, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Things that make sense. Like I make whole song. Back then I was making 3 verses. Now I'm down to like 2 verses, you know what I mean? 'Cause people's attention span ain't even, you know, on it like that, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first raps, or your first lyrics, or your first verse that you ever wrote? I need the you know, that first you know first style that you ever created, man. That first verse. Do you remember anything that you wrote back in the day?
Not really.
Okay.
I went by MCJ Ace or whatever.
What? Oh, yeah. Hey, please explain that to me.
Back then, you know.
Okay.
We used to be like we're gonna fast forward to when I got to Keeler Middle School.
Okay.
We used to pull the thing out at lunch and rap, like the little record players and whatnot, and the little, they had the little speaker on it. Yeah, we pulled those out and was rapping, like my nigga Black Sid. Okay, my boy dude named Vic. Yeah, we was rapping out there.
Hey, explain the name though. You say MC what?
MCJ.
Please explain the origins of that name.
Because I'm June, you know what I mean? So. But I wasn't Big June then. You know what I mean? Big June came after I done dabbled in the streets and, you know what I mean, met homies and older homies and shit like that. And then I named myself Big June. But it was just like I was a MC name. Right. You know, you had Kid and Play and all these different names. I was just MCJ Ace. I don't even know why I did it or. Yeah. But I had the T-shirts, the airbrush shirts with the J Ace on it. And, yeah, that's crazy.
So when did you know you made it in rap? Like, when was that moment? Tell me about that moment when you like know that I got this, and you know I can do this for a career. You know what I mean? In rap.
The Straight Jackin' song.
Straight Jackin' song.
Yeah.
All right,
I was like 16 years old.
You wrote Straight Jackin' when you were 16?
Yeah.
Damn.
Probably 15. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And was that one of your first like major hits, Straight Jackin'?
Yeah, it was 92, like every corner, everywhere we going. That's when my mom used to work at the Handlery Hotel in Mission Valley. And she was like, man, for some reason, I think I heard somebody playing that song that you be playing in here, you know, because once I played it, I studied that thing all night, just listened to it over and over, fell asleep listening to it, you know, but yeah, she was like, yeah, I think I heard that song, and but I would be out and about, and I see people pulling up in cars, bumping it, and I'm like, okay, I'm on now.
Bro, how did that make you feel though, man? You know, as a youngin', 16 years old, and the town's bumping your song, bro.
It felt good.
That's crazy.
Good. Yeah, I went city to city after that.
Yeah.
Once it was pressed up and all that, because I did a little talent show at FanMart.
Oh wow!
92, they had the talent show on the side of the building. Yeah, and that's when I went up there and met Repo Rick, and Repo Rick took me to what was it? To Henry Ford.
Okay.
Ford. Yeah. He did the Clicks albums.
Okay.
That's E40 and them, but no, Bobby Ford is his name.
Bobby Ford.
Out of Vallejo. So he took us out there, we recorded it and came out here and then pressed it up, and
See, people don't understand that. Y'all probably don't know what FanMark was. FanMark was a location off of Euclid, and a lot of people come in and they bring your cars, your lowriders, everything. Girls is out there, and people out there selling their songs, and every popular person in the city would go kick it there.
You better have your squabbles up though, because
it used to get funky out there.
From everywhere up in there.
Yeah. Talk to me about some of your influences, for us rap wise. Who were you influenced by?
I was influenced by the guys that I seen on TV. Really, to be honest, like the Big Daddy Kane, Rakim.
What?
Like I said, it was East Coast rappers that was doing it before us. You know what I mean? Before it came down to California, before I heard NWA, it was Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Poor Righteous Teachers, Redhead Kingpin. You know what I mean? EPMD.
So no West Coast rappers, pretty much.
Not at that time.
Damn.
I used to have tongue twists and all. You do all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm versatile in what I do. I don't do it anymore. But I used to do all that stuff.
Talk to me about Piru'n. So how did that song come together?
Piru'n,
the first one, not the remix.
Piru'n, it was just something that, you know, that I created for the homies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's all it was. It was just like a song for the homies that we could bump and we could listen to. It wasn't really, I never thought it was going to do what it did, but that shit took off like wildfire. And then when I got out of prison, the LA homies hit me up and was like, man, we need to do a remix. So we did the remix. Red Rum was on it, rest in peace. Bandana the Rag, Underdog, you know what I mean? Everybody was on it. That won 1 million. I did 1 million on YouTube.
1.8 to be exact. Yeah. 1.8. Shout to
the one I did by myself. I think it's at like
I think
it's close to 1 million.
Yeah, close to 1 million.
700,000.
Yeah, it's like 800.
Yeah,
800,000. He's being humble right now, y'all. I'm trying to give him some of those numbers up. You know what I'm saying? He's being humble. Red Rum was on there too. It was weird. I remember him. He was on there, man. It's a lot of people was on that when that remix. That thing went crazy.
But what not to cut you off.
No,
what I want to, you know, that whole song. Crips come up to me and tell me, nigga, that shit hard. You know what I mean? Like,
shoot.
Because you know what I mean. And this is why Speaker was saying, like,
right.
I did a whole gangbang song without dissing nobody.
Yeah.
No neighborhoods, no nothing. I just basically said, you know, how we hang in our neighborhood. This is what we do, and that, you know, that's that. I didn't disrespect anybody. You know what I mean? So everybody bumping. You know what I mean? Whether they tell you or not, you know what I mean? But they do.
Yeah. And Speaker Box, we were interviewing him, and he spoke highly of you, bro. A lot of respect, even off the camera.
Yeah, I appreciate Speaker Box.
Highly of you, bro. He's influenced by you since since the beginning of the time. You know what I mean? So shout out to my boy Speaker Box.
That's my guy.
Yeah, you mentioned that you went to prison. So can we speak a little bit more about why'd you went to prison and some experiences that you had in prison?
Basically, I went to prison. I was selling dope, selling drugs and guns and shit like that. I got caught selling dope the first time in like 97.
Damn.
Like 97, I did a 90-day observation.
Okay.
They let me out.
Yeah.
Picked up another sack, you know what I mean? Got caught again. They hit me with 6, and then after I got out, I stayed out with like 8 to 10 years. You know what I mean? And then I was selling meth, and then I sold a SKS to an undercover.
Damn.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I was being, I never knew it, but I was being followed. You know what I mean? Like when you're doing these type of things, like when the feds are on you, you never know when they're on you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I've been pulled over by the police, and they just let me. I'm flying.
Yeah.
No license, no nothing. Like, you know what I mean. So to think back, like I was being set up the whole time. You know what I mean. So,
yeah.
But they wanted to figure out who the big guys were from, you know, what I gathered at the end.
Right.
Yeah, but.
So this setting you up, building a case on you, pretty much.
Building a case, yeah.
So you went to prison. Like I said, never been in prison. I've never been in jail or anything like that. I'm more civilian, you know what I mean? So is it, when you get to prison, is it like, you know, separated by races? How was the prison? How was some experiences in prison?
Nah, they just take all the fuck ups, nigga, put them in a motherfucking box and shit, handle y'all shit.
Stop, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but people know people, you know what I mean? Like when I got to prison, I'm like, nigga, I've been trying to figure out where y'all was, nigga, forever. Nigga, y'all been up in here.
Damn.
So it's like, you know, when you seeing everybody all over again, and it's like, shit.
Yeah.
It's like a party again up in there. But you got the Mexicans, and you got the blacks, and you got the whites, and, you know, stuff like that, the Asians.
Yeah.
So they're all in there, and people respect each other, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's what I push now. If without respect, you got chaos. You know what I mean? But we'll talk about that later. That's
for sure. So question for you: when you went to prison, since you was a big name on the streets, did you get a lot of respect in prisons because everybody knew Big June at the time?
Yeah, San Diego knew me. the Piru'n didn't come out till 2008. So
right.
97, I had all the homies from Dago, like the Crips, the Bloods. They knew who I was, and yeah.
So when you got out of prison, what was the next step for you when you got out of prison? What did you do then? Did you just focus strictly on music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just got back to doing what I was doing before. I created like T-shirts, drew little T-shirt patterns and stuff, drew them, and figured out what I was gonna do, how to get in clubs and venues and sell merch, and I did it.
You was Piru'n. Back in the day, once again, being a Piru, you had to really represent. I remember, like, it's completely different from now. I'm not shading anybody, you know what I mean, or anything like that. No disrespect. But I remember vaguely, like, you guys had to really represent. It was red, completely red. It was like the movies. By being affiliated with a gang, did it ever, had a negative effect on your rap career?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Back when I started, you had to. Anybody couldn't just rap in San Diego. You had to be of some origin, of some type of gang affiliation. You had to be known. You had to, you have to have done something for people to know who you are. You can't just say, "Hey, I'm finna rap and I'm a rap," and people are going,
"Yeah."
You couldn't. And it, like I said, it was first it was Gangsta, it was Damu and all that, and Mitchie Slick,
right?
But they didn't just let anybody do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when I came in, I had to fight for my little spot. You know what I mean? Like not saying fisticuffs, but just
grind, work hard.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I was looking for in '92, I finally got it now. After I did my prison time, got out, and Piru'n blew up, and now I'm out here, and everybody's calling me a legend and things of that sort. But I was looking for that back in '92, '95. 90, all those years.
Yeah. Out of all the songs that you made, you got a lot of hits, bro. A lot of hits in these vaults. You know what I'm saying? A lot of respect on the streets. Out of all the songs that you made, which song means the most to you? Which song has the most significance to you? And why?
Are you asking like the '92 June?
Any June that you had, any song that you made? Me, like I said, mine is Piru'n because of what it meant to me. It's emotionally attached to a lot of the shit when I first came to San Diego. But for you, you know what I mean? Like, what songs that you made that means the most to you, Big June? I don't care if it's a song today.
I done had a lot of my songs were anthems. You know what I mean?
That one though, Big June, that one. I need that one. It's like it holds dear to your heart.
I mean, the Piru'n it got me to where I'm at today.
Okay.
People all over the world know who I am. People just fuck with me all over. Like every city I go to, you can go, all over the internet. Everybody, my inbox just blows up just behind that song alone. But I'm not gonna say that that's my favorite song. You know what I mean? Because I'm older now. You know what I mean? I'm a grown ass man now. You know what I mean? And I would say now, like, the Footprints this is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? This is what I believe. This is a brand that I think God gave it. I know God gave it to me because this wasn't allowed.
Gotcha.
For me to wear this on my shirt like this, then it got to be a reason that I'm wearing it like this.
Right. So now you're bridging into more of that music has more significance to you. So let's talk about Footprint. What is Footprint? What does it mean to you?
Footprints, it's like and it started like when Nip, right before Nip died, I seen all the Bloods and all the Crips, gathered together, like when he died, like or before he died, I seen him and YG working together. You know what I mean? Doing songs, collabs, you know what I mean? So you kind of seen a shift out there. And then when he died, all the Bloods and the Crips were together, you know what I mean? And I was like, damn, and that's when I created the song. And I was like, man, I'm finna try to get that out here, you know what I mean? Because it just looked like it was powerful.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like everything, this is a time where all blacks were getting killed, every city, every state, by police, you know what I mean? Like government, you know what I mean? All that is everybody's against black.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, to be honest, we all we got. Niggas just don't understand that.
Right. 100%.
You know what I mean?
So pretty much your perspective changed. You know, you were younger. Yeah. You affiliate. You was,
I was with all the bullshit.
It was all the bullshit.
Definitely.
So now you're a little older. You know, a lot more wisdom, a lot of knowledge now. So now your perspective changing, and you're rapping.
Well,
something.
when I was on the bus going to prison, you know, a nigga from Lincoln Park, older homie, you know, he was like, "Look, all that bullshit we doing out here on the streets, we can't take that up in there." You know what I mean? Because they gonna be on us,
right?
You know, blacks and Mexicans, you know, they beefing up in there, and you know, so he was like, "Man, the same dudes you shooting at out here." They're going to be picking one of them dudes up off of you, you know what I mean? So, right. And for me to go up in there and do all that, how could I just get out and be like, fuck all that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm finna get these niggas still. You know what I mean? Like, nah.
So would you say prison was a blessing in disguise for you?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. That's
prison woke me up. You know what I mean? I had so much time to just sit. You know, and figure out, you know, what life is about, what I'm about, what I'm gonna do. But it took like three times to go to really get where I'm at with this here. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
The first 2 times we was still out there banging, hanging, you know what I mean, doing all the shit on the yard, getting in the fights with the Crips and, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
so I was, you know, I've been following you for a long time, a fan, bro. I'm a fan of you, man, for sure. You know, and I know some of your stories too, doing my due diligence and everything like that. And I remember hearing the story of, you know, you was doing Sherm. Can you talk about doing Sherm a little bit, or can we bridge into that? Yeah. Like tell me some stories about like you doing Sherm.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Sherm is crazy. That's a crazy drug, though.
Yeah, it was, and it was like I tried it one time.
Really?
I'm saying, like, I tried it one time. One of the homies was outside, and he had a cigarette pack. And you know how they pulled a little piece off the cigarette packs, the clear.
Right.
And he had something in there. It looked like a joint. I'm like, let me hit that. Because I'm smoking weed, you know what I mean? At age like 12, 13, I'm smoking weed.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And hit that shit, lit it up, hit it, and I was like, damn, this don't feel like no weed, you know what I mean? And ever since that day, I was looking for that same feeling, that same high, and I never found that one. But I'm, you know, every time somebody firing up some water, I'm there to hit it just to see if I can get to that place again, you know what I mean? And never really found it, but I did. Like one time I was sitting up on top of some stairs, and we smoked a stick, and a car pulled up. I'm seeing, you know, I'm watching the cars. They pulled up. One car pulled up, pulled in his lot, pulled back out, pulled in his lot, pulled back out like 10 times.
Damn.
And by the time I came down, nigga, the person was in the house already. Car parked, pulled in the house. So that was my brain.
It's tripping.
That actually did that. And I was smoking that shit every day.
Damn, bro.
Like 20 pours, 30 pours, you know what I mean? All that shit. Like,
yeah.
Niggas, when niggas was from Skyline niggas, you knew they was on Sherm.
Yeah.
You wasn't from Skyline if you wasn't on no Sherm type. That's what people used to say on the streets. Like, and yeah, we was looking for it every day.
Yeah. Do you feel some of the negative effects of it to this day?
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah, I had to. One time I was wet. I think I was on 4-5, and I was wet, and the homie's sister came over to talk to me, and I couldn't speak to her. She said something to me, and I was thinking what I was saying, but it wasn't coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it came to a point where I had to just, like, when I talk to people, I had to think about it, and it's short. I got it back now, of course,
right.
You know,
right.
Couple albums later, you know what I mean? But that shit took a toll on me, man, and I had to teach myself how to talk again.
Damn.
Yeah, all this. I ain't did it in like 30 some years, though.
Man, hey, congratulations on that, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate you being transparent on here, you know what I mean? Because in these conversations,
I mean,
you know
but
what I mean?
people need to know that, you know what I mean? Because I was a little homie that jumped into some shit that I really didn't need. And it hindered my growth. I could have been on top of the world by now, you know what I mean? With the momentum that I had, you know what I mean, with the music, I could have been somewhere.
Absolutely.
My Repo Rick had my maxi single on the table with Jerry Heller and Eazy-E. They was about to put out a record on me if I could have got it done, but I was smoking that Sherm.
Damn.
Torture Chamber Productions, they did that I Guess Wicked for Ice Cube. He took me down to their studio. Was outside. I was like, you know what I mean? I went outside. I'll be right back. Smoked the stick, came in. Nigga couldn't rap.
Yeah.
They was like, man, if you don't get this nigga out my studio.
Oh, damn.
But, you know what I mean? Like, I went back again. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm finna show out now. But I went back and I did the Young Rider song. And it got Brother Lynch on it now.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, like I say, man, I just want to reiterate this, man. I appreciate you for being transparent, you know what I mean? Because it's your personal business, you know what I mean? So you're coming on this podcast and you're sharing your personal experiences. Like a lot of people you probably know, but it's cool to have these conversations because we learn in these conversations, you know what I mean? And I appreciate you for, you know, being transparent with our audience, you know what I mean? I've been thinking about like the music, when you first started rapping, industry was different. Are you feeling a lot of the rappers that come out of San Diego right now? And and before you answer that, I wanted to, you know, give you some context because I remember when I was a kid, my dad was like, man, these motherfuckers on this radio suck. You know what I mean? And I feel like the reason why he was saying that because he couldn't connect to the music because it was a different time. And now it's a different time from when you was rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not no hate and not the, you know, the OGs are hating on the younger crowd or anything like that. I just want to give your, you know, your mindset of where, you know, where you think the music scene in San Diego is right now.
I mean, not to go back, but I started gang banging rap. You know what I mean? I was one of the starters, Mitchie Slick, Issei Uno, Bullet. You know what I mean? When we was doing it back then, we were, you know, doing it.
Yeah.
We were out there we was doing our thing. But now it's gotten a little more out of hand now. You know what I mean? But you're dealing with youngsters that grew up watching YouTube. When we were young, we didn't have cussing on the radio. We didn't have YouTube to see the stuff that we shouldn't be seeing.
Right.
You know what I mean? We didn't have the codes. Moms and dads and grandpas, they had the codes to the TV. You can't watch no soft porn, no porn, none of that. You know what I mean? But now it's all out there for them. People don't understand this is an agenda to kill our people. They're not looking at this that me as an artist, I couldn't get onto the music and get money.
Right.
Now people are just getting in here saying whatever the fuck they want to say, and they're paying these dudes to kill each other. You know what I mean? They're signing these dudes. They're paying them big money. They're getting their insurance. You know what I mean? Because they know that once they kill each other, they're gonna really soar. You know what I mean, with the sales and whatnot. But they just don't know. Yeah.
They don't know it's a business behind it, and I think what you're trying to say is
strategy.
It's strategy,
not on us, but on the
bigger
record labels, the corporations, the people that's giving money.
Yeah,
they're giving you money, nigga, to talk shit about somebody that looks like you, that wakes up every day just like you, put their right leg in their pants, left leg in their pants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go through the same situations when they go outside, get pulled over by the police. You know, just the same shit. Like, you know what I mean? They get stereotyped when they walk in the stores, like, you know.
Yeah.
And they don't know that what they're doing is you know, but they seeing what they seen us do. That's what they're doing. They want to keep the homies alive, keep it going on how it was when we was. Yeah. You know what I mean? But we didn't go that far.
Yeah. And what you're trying to say too as well, I think these big corporations, they take insurance off on the rappers.
Yeah.
So if you kill each other, they get premium on their insurance.
Them songs go through the roof.
And the songs make, because, you know, when you die, everybody want to stream your songs and support you and support your legacy and your family.
All that.
But
they getting the bucks.
They getting the money in the back end. Yeah. You know, so they can make money off you when you're alive, but when you kill each other, they make more money off you.
Yeah. And I'm not saying like in the different communities, it ain't to that point. Mm-hmm. It's just little niggas is saying shit that they like Speaker said. Mm-hmm. Some things you can't take back. Mm. Once you said it, you said it.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And people, you don't know who's listening and who heard it or that once they get back from what you said.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just shit on top of shit. You know what I mean? And it's like,
right.
People are saying, you know, it's clout.
Yeah, you're 100%.
You know, it's all about clout. I want to say the hard, like back when I was on.
Right.
People want to make something harder than what I made. So that,
right.
You know what I mean? I'm going to be disrespectful. I'm going to say what, you know, something that's going to make me $1 million. And
100%.
They don't care who they hurt behind it or who they disrespect or who, you know what I mean? It's no accountability being taken for, you know what I mean?
Right. To this day, now you're more mature, like I was saying now. Do you still have problems with a lot of the people that you beef with back in the day?
Nah. Me and Jayo had a little brush, you know what I mean?
Okay.
He dissed me. I thought it was like you know, because I was already out or whatever. I took it as like what do you call him? Something that, like Jay-Z. He dissed Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Jay-Z didn't say nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I thought it was like just something to try to get on.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay it no mind, you know what I mean?
Right.
And but to this day, like we just did a song.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
You know what I mean? But he dissed me. Mm. You know what I mean? He didn't diss my neighborhood.
Right.
He dissed me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's my choice to say, yeah, we could do a song. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's 20 years now. You know what I mean? This bullshit is over with. This gangbang shit over with.
Right.
Niggas just don't know. Mm. Everybody holding on to what it was.
Right.
And it ain't that no more. You know what I mean? Like, niggas fucking homies, bitches, and backdooring homies, and talking about homies, and
100%.
bitches come around, nigga, they talking to you like you piece, you know, like you're nothing, like you're not even a homie. Like,
right.
When the little bad bitches come around, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's crazy.
The rappers are to this day, you know what I mean? Like how we were talking about, like when they diss, I feel like it's on a different level now. They go to those extreme as
to the extreme, the most disrespectful.
Piss on your grave, you know what I mean?
But that's what rap is. Back when we were doing it, you want to say some of the most disrespectful stuff, but not to the point of nigga saying to the point that they taking it to.
Right.
You know what I mean? You want to think of the hardest bars and lines and whatever, but now nigga, they like nigga.
Yeah. And like Speaker Box said, you can't take this shit back now.
You can't. Now I done started a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
From what you saying, mm-hmm. They can catch one of your homeboys or big homies or whoever that's not even into the shit like you are.
Yeah.
Catch them coming out and blah. Mm. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even meant for this guy. It was meant for whoever said it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So.
Affiliated.
Yeah.
Affiliated. That's crazy.
Like I said, I did the Piru'n song. I didn't disrespect nobody. Mm. You know what I mean? And that's why Speak said you had the formula. Mm. You know?
Why do you think San Diego artists get the respect they deserve, you know, from people outside of the city?
I mean, because we got like some of the hardest artists out here.
We do, bro.
You can't lie. You can't even say we don't.
Yep.
But take a look at LA. Mm-hmm. They're not at each other. They're not disrespecting each other. They're not going to the extreme. Nigga, like, mm-hmm. I mean, the shit happens. Gangbanging happens, but it's not how we doing it out here.
Right.
That's why they love this music so much, because they can relate to it's everything that they're trying to do where they're from, and these niggas out here is saying it.
Yeah.
They don't want to go that far, but the homies out here, they saying that shit.
Mm. So, Big June, do you think that the game politics are messing up the music industry here in San Diego?
the gang politics ain't. It's the disrespect. It's the disrespect that's holding a whole lot of things up. You know what I mean? It's the disrespect. Because like I said, I done did a song with Tiny Do. Yeah. Jayo. Yeah. Don Diego. You know what I mean? A lot of Adamu. You know what I mean? I done did songs with everybody.
And they're from different hoods.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
Different hoods.
Different hoods. Yeah.
Yeah. So who are some of the artists that you bumping now? Who are some of the artists in San Diego that you bump in 2023?
I really don't. So I make music.
Okay.
So I don't really bump music.
I got you.
And not to be like I don't like nobody's music, but I don't listen to people's music because I don't want to accidentally steal a line or, you know what I mean?
Right.
From somebody's song or thinking that it's my line and I done made a hot line, but I done stole it from the homie on accident. You know what I mean? But I definitely hear like Marty.
Okay.
Marty McFly.
Okay. Marty, shout out to Marty.
Hardini, you know what I mean?
That's my guy.
Switch got some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Weirdo.
Shout out to Weirdo.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Yeah, he got some shit. Tiny Dude just dropped some with Josh Franks, you know what I mean? Hits.
Okay. Shout out to Tiny Dude.
Yeah, Buciano just dropped, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, Marty McFly, his shit been on my shit for a while now.
Shout out to Marty.
That dude is sharp, man.
Yeah.
It's a young homie that really took what he learned from us and made his own little shit, man. And he's doing it right.
I'm hearing his name a lot in San Diego. So shout out to Marty for sure. Yeah. Anybody else that you're like on your radar?
My boy YHG. Who else? A-Rax.
Okay. I mean? Shout out to my boy A-Rax. You know A-Rax?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's my guy.
I know his mom. I grew up with his mom on Santa Margarita where I grew up at. I'm gonna tell you, a guy that came from down here to up here high in my eyes is Loose Lyric. This dude has like albums, man, and he just keeps recreating himself and you know what I mean? He did rap music. He's doing singing. You know what I mean? Like that dude is like, and that's where I record at. That's where I record all my stuff. And you know, like I said, I'm about to quit this music, and he's talking me back into going further and helping me with my albums and shit like that. So yeah, shout out Loose Lyric, man. He's the reason that I keep coming back to this.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. Yeah, man.
He don't want to let me quit.
We all don't want to let you quit, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's crazy. So you got Lil June now. Lil June is bumping in the streets now. So what advice do you give him? Like, how are you molding him to be a dope rapper?
Stay away from the topics that everybody else is on.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Be original.
Like, you got a million rappers. If everybody's doing the same shit, how could we choose who's the hardest? But if you got a nigga that's on that shit but saying something different, right? You know what I mean? Like YG, he came in, tooted and booted. Yeah. He used another song to get in. Yep. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And now he Piru'n all, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
100%. Do you think we're ever going to have peace in San Diego? There's so much shit going on in San Diego, so much chaos. We're so divided. You know what I mean? Not to be negative or anything. This, like I said, this is conversations, and I value your opinion because, you know, you're somebody who's highly respected, you know, who knows everything. So do you think that we're ever going to come together, have peace in San Diego?
You got niggas like me that's pushing for it. You know what I mean? And ain't gonna stop until we see it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a whole lot that's holding back the unity out here. You know what I mean? Like I said, people are holding on to what it was. You know what I mean? And the shit ain't. I done seen so much shit that I didn't sign up for. Right. You know what I mean? And I see it, and I speak on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just the little niggas is trying to run everything. You know what I mean? And the G's can't really, you know what I mean? Like the G's done kind of nigga let their hands up like this.
Do you think it's our fault as the OGs of not guiding the youth, you know, in a right way to, you know, to be successful in the music industry? Do you think that it's like negligence on our part?
I mean, you got homies that's out here telling them.
Talk to the mic.
Yeah,
there you go.
Like people, you know, they try to tell us when we was young. We wasn't hearing it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So, but it's people out here that's pushing for the unity, and they're just not. They're not trying to hear it. You know what I mean? They're at that point, and they're at that chapter in their book where they like, nigga, I'm trying to come up. This music is paying. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep doing it no matter how it sound. What it, you know.
Absolutely. So, Young Slo-Be, word on the street, I heard you're related to Young Slo-Be. Is that true?
That's my he's my nephew, my boy Slo, the guy, one of the homies that raised me. He's big Slo-Be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he man, I've been under that dude's wing since I was a kid.
Man, shout out to Young Slo-Be, man. Sad that what happened to him as well. You know what I mean?
He ain't out here right now, but he was just out here like when his son passed away. He kind of, you know, he going through it, and that's another reason why I push what I push. The unit. I'm not trying to push no truces,
right?
Because truces don't last. LA is still kind of
still there,
still kind of there. You know what I mean? But out here,
no, man.
So I got a movement, you know what I mean? You got to push a movement, something that's going to, you know, help people get money and, you know, because ain't no money out here, you know what I mean? So people aren't having money like they supposed to, so they create, you know, get to doing other shit.
So for up-and-coming inspiring artists, people who want to be Big June, what advice can you give them to be a successful artist?
You just got to keep going.
Grinding.
Yeah. Only reason I'm right here right now because I never quit. You know what I mean? My aunt, everybody was like, man, you ain't going to make it, you know. But I didn't listen to them. You know what I mean? I kept spitting, kept doing my thing, kept making songs. You know, went to jail, wrote more songs, came back out, put the songs together, you know what I mean?
Right.
Kept pushing. And the songs got better and better, and anthems, and then the gang shit came, and then that's when my shit went international down there. I got Jamaicans, people from Greece, Switzerland, man, everybody hits me up.
Dang, that's crazy.
I don't got time for myself because I'm sitting here talking to people like, you know, a lot of people want to be from Skyline way the fuck out in buttfuck Egypt. And I'm like, bro.
So this topic here, man, the city of Senegal want this. The city of Senegal has been, everybody wanted to see unity. Everybody wanted to see unity and with the OGs, you, Tiny Do, Mitchie Slick, everybody. Is it ever going to be a time that we'll come together and we can get an album or a song with all the OGs of San Diego?
I don't know. I can't answer that question.
Okay.
I'm with it. You know what I mean? I'm a man of my own. You know what I mean? I'm a G of my own. Since I was 16, I had a song called A G of Your Own. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's a lot of things that went on, that took place, that transpired. Like I said, Jayo, he dissed me. He didn't diss my neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Right.
Certain people diss my neighborhood to a point where, you know, you're going to have to do some the same way you did those songs. You're going to have to mend that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it depends on if people are going to man up, you know what I mean, and let stuff go, or, you know, I let the jail shit go and we rocking.
Yeah. So some people got to come out and publicly, you know, apologize for some of the stuff and some of the actions that they created. Dang, okay, I feel you. And
that's the only way I see it happening. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm at the point where I'm with it.
The city will love it, bro. I mean, a lot of people talk about this. Like I said, I'm a transplant. I'm not here from San Diego. I love all y'all, man. Y'all are dope. You know what I mean? And I have a lot of amazing memories from all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Jayo Felony, Tiny Dude, Mitchie's, and everything. And I think it'll be very special for y'all to come together and, you know, be an example for the youth and show them that, you know, we can come together and we can, you know, put our differences aside and do something fucking dope for the city, man. That'll be crazy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like one day I was at it was called the Bat Cave. Mm-hmm. Me and my brother Dave Moss, beat maker, producer. He worked with Nip, a lot of people. But one day we was in there smoking, and you know I was on back then. That's when Reggie was out. You know what I mean? The regular weed. Yeah, I did a lot of that. Dave Moss, you know, brought me to the Loud.
Okay.
Kush, and I'm in the studio with him, and we blowing. And this is how I knew that I was something. But we blowing, and I fell asleep in the studio. And when I woke up, Tiny Beef, they were all Pay the Boy. They was all in the studio, and I'm like, I'm waking up seeing Lincoln. You know what I mean? Like, and Tiny Dude was like, nigga, don't worry about it.
Damn.
You know what I mean? He was like. They're pulling an AK from one part of the studio to the other, you know what I mean? And I was like, nigga, don't worry, June.
That's love.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I knew that the music that I was doing was touching, you know, them guys over there, you know what I mean?
Whatever the energy you put out, that's what you're going to receive.
Yeah.
So it's so funny. No, it's funny. Now I'm thinking about this. You and Speaker Box have the same energy, man. Like that love. Y'all push love forward, and y'all get a lot of love back. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you should. That's what it should be. That's what it should be.
I mean, I tell that to Speaker all the time. Like, we done went on shows and went out of town, did Big June shows in Arizona, and you know, and I just tell him, nigga, just be genuine. Yeah. Whatever you do, just be genuine, man, and people gonna love you.
So, Big June, when you go out of town and you know you doing a big show, what song do you play to make the crowd go crazy?
Shit, Piru'n. Yeah, because when I go out of town, it's the Bloods that pull me out there to. Yeah. So when that Piru'n come on, nigga,
they go crazy.
Yeah, and then I get to let them hear the stuff that I got that ain't the Piru stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Other than San Diego, what's your favorite city to visit? Other than San Diego.
Shit, I did Washington, Portland, Oregon, LA. Okay. St. Louis. I was in St. Louis. Remember the Boss? I don't know if you remember the artist, the Boss.
Yeah.
The female.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, I was out there with her, Spice One, King T, the alcoholic.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Man, I didn't smoke weed with the best of them.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I done been around. Spice One.
Yeah.
DJ Extra Large. I was with all of those dudes.
Damn, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So, last question. What do you want your legacy to be? What do you want people to think about you, you know, when you're done rapping and everything there? What do you want your legacy to be?
Shit, that June was a real one, you know what I mean? And he kept it real.
Okay.
The whole world loves him. The whole, you know, community loves him. Yeah. You know, I want him to know that June, before he go, he tried to bring the communities together.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
That's a deep question, though. Yeah. Any music that you're gonna be dropping here pretty soon that you want to talk about?
I'm dropping my last album.
Woo! Yeah. Let's talk about that before we get out of here.
Through the Eyes of a General. Yeah, this the last one, man. This whole industry is about clout. Yeah. Everybody's doing whatever they got to do to get on. Disrespecting whoever they got to disrespect to get on. I'm not with all that.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? I came in when shit was real, and it ain't real no more.
That's crazy.
To me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can be all you want to be.
Respect. Yeah. Give me one of your standout songs on that album. What song on that album would you say is like one a dope song that we need to look out for?
But okay, now through the eyes of a general, this is my autobiography album.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So the Piru'n is gonna be on there again.
Okay.
The Way I Came Up, the one that Speaker was talking about, that's gonna be on there again.
Yeah.
Tossing It Up gonna be on. So it's gonna be like me going through my younger phase.
Okay.
To where I'm at right now.
Oh, dope.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I got a song, Never Going Back. That's gonna be hard.
Oof.
Never Going Back. What a Long Road.
Okay.
That's hard.
All right, I'm gonna look out for that, man. That's what I'm talking about. Anything you want to talk about before we get out of here? I know you got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of community stuff that you're doing, a lot of stuff you're pushing.
I got the Footprints in the Sand that I was a nonprofit organization that I put together.
Okay.
Me and my buddy Messy Marv. I'm at a standstill with that right now because I'm a street nigga. I don't really know nothing about all that. I
feel you.
I got a love for the kids out here, for the youth. You know what I mean? And I want them to get their due diligence in life. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody can't be a rapper,
right?
You know what I mean? And everybody ain't gonna be a gangster. And you know what I mean? We need some smart little kids out here. You know what I mean? That. And so I try to do that for them. I got a book that I'm writing.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but my life story is gonna be.
Hey, The Footprints of a Big June. We already got the name. That's it right there.
Hey, I was thinking about the Piru'neer.
Okay. I like that. The Piru'neer. Yeah. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I'll run with that too. I like that. All right. Yeah.
What would I want to say? We'll give a shout out to my homies, man. Doja Bo, KD.
Yeah.
KD, Doja Bo, Cartier. You know what I mean? Speaker Box.
Yeah.
These are dudes that I fuck with. That I could trust, that I know got my back 100%. You know
gotcha.
What I mean? My little homie B we about to do an album together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Hey, bro. I appreciate you, man, and coming on here. Like I say, you are a important figure in the community. You could be anywhere in this world, but you come in here and spend some time with a brother and my people, you know what I mean? And I appreciate you for everything you're doing, spreading the love, leading by example in the community, sacrificing, you know what I mean? Sacrificing your time and your knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So that's very important, man, especially somebody of your stature, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, appreciate you, man. Love you, man. Anything we can do to help you out, just spread your message, you know what I mean? Hendo Unplugged got you, bro, for real.
Man, for sure.
But yo, we got the pioneer, the Piru'neer of San Diego, man.
Hey, I got a good ring to it, though.
That do, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, man, legend, super legend.
Man, and everybody in Dago, just keep doing y'all shit, man. You know what I mean? Don't stop, don't quit. You're going to have it.
Let's go.
They waiting for us, man.
Let's get it. Big June has spoken. Hendo Unplugged, Courtney Hendo, Big June. We'll see you guys. We out.